Hey YouTube, coming at you with another subscribers battle. I'm sorry I cut their name off. Their name in the Google document was Skinny Thor, but their name was actually Daniel, and they wrote a whole write-up to me. It says, "Hello, fellow Dan. I wanted to say how much I appreciate your content this past season. I was able to hit Legend in my 4th season of playing after hitting Expert the last 2 in a row. A big part of that was from learning based on the videos you've been putting out, so thank you. For the team, my goal was ABA style team week 2 fighting and fire. The Altaria was intended to be the safe swap. A/and Powder Snow is what helped me reach Legend and is one of my favorite mons. I think if you dodge its counters, it's very well positioned. I prefer the increase in damage over the bulk of Dugong. I also just received a good trade IV Registeel, which I saw those IVs. Those were really nice. So I want to try them out. I wasn't sure if it's a 60-40 win-loss record here. I did get pretty hard countered in a few, but I hope you spot some alternative lines that could have flipped some matchups. Thanks again for all your work." So thank you for the submission. The team, as I mentioned, is Sandslash, Altaria, Registeel. So there's 2 things. You're so close. You're so close. The team could work not in its form and not Altaria as a safe swap. So Altaria is not a safe swap. Altaria, unlike other dragons that don't have coverage moves, like Goodra and stuff like that, will just get absolutely walled by stuff like Carbink, Registeel. There's too many things that can wall Altaria, Bastiodon. So you can't use Altaria as a safe swap. So right out the bat, your safe swap is gone. The best safe swap on this team is Registeel. You can't use Registeel as a safe swap because if you have a fighter if you run into a fighter or fire in the lead, you can't safe swap Registeel. Can you use this team? Yes. Can you use this team in its form? No. You need to move Registeel on the lead. And the reason that is because Sandslash is double weak to fighting and double weak to fire. And Registeel is obviously weak to, as a steel typing, I'll just add that in there, is weak to fire and fighting and ground. But, I'm sorry, Sandslash is also weak to ground. But Registeel is bulky. Registeel has one of the fastest charging fast move in the game with Lock On, and it has 2 nukes in Focus Blast and Zap Cannon. So you need to run it on the lead, because if you see any of those fighting Pokemon, you can't switch into Altaria. You have to just stay in. So if you're going to have to stay in, you need to stay in with the Pokemon that can do it the best. So basically, Registeel is your lead, and you're basically not getting out of it under any condition. That's how you play Registeel. That's how you play this team if you want to actually play this team. So Registeel has to lead. Because again, I haven't watched these battles yet, but I can imagine if you see a fighter or you see a fire and try to safe swap Altaria, you're just going to get killed because they're probably going to have an answer in the back to it. So let's check it out. So this is a great lead for you. They will probably get out into something. Charm is still chunking. They eventually get out into Lickitung. You could chip, or you can just... so you end up coming in Altaria, which I guess like your Altaria has no play against the so here there's 2 things though here right off the bat. This is why ABA lines are tricky. Can you come Altaria here? Yes. One, you may want to come Registeel anyways, because Registeel will resist the Body Slam and the Power Whip of Lickitung. So you actually resist the charge moves as opposed to taking neutral on the like couple Body Slams are going to really add up on Altaria. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you're still just leaving yourself extremely vulnerable to a fire or a fighting in the back, right? So if you take this matchup and a Ninetales comes in and takes you out, you're now left with Sandslash and Registeel against a fighter or a fire potentially in the back. So you if you're going to run a team like this, you can't really sacrifice your third option to cover your other 2 so willingly against it's something that is not the hard punish. You really need to try and land Altaria onto a fire or fighter or ground type Pokemon. So using on the Lickitung here is kind of not great, because one, they're going to chip with a bunch of Body Slams and Licks. You're now going to just get hard punished by the Ninetales. They are unlikely to use any shields. Now they just took this out. Again, it doesn't matter too much because you can just come in and Powder Snow or Lock On down. Yeah. You still come out with energy. Their A9 is useless. But those have to go 2 shield bits in the back. So lucky for you, it's just a Lantern. So between just being so far ahead on energy, having Drill Run, having Zap Cannon here, having just whatever, you should be okay. Get the attack fall too. You're going to be okay, but I can imagine that this is going to start costing you very soon. So get it almost off. You can just, yeah, you can go drill run, but I'm sure Ice Punch would be enough from this range. Maybe not. Now it's just spamming these drill runs, basically just getting to 2, letting, yeah, I think it's worth the shield. It's running Water Gun, so it's very slow. I just tried to use Water Gun Lantern, and I really don't like Water Gun Lantern. Going to commit the 2 shields. Okay, you'll get to a draw run, and then your switch timer will be up, so you can like instant swap, so that's fine. I would probably instant swap, or the other option is try and build up a bit and then catch. Well, you're going to have to do that because your switch timer was not up. So yeah, just try and get ahead on energy and then catch it here because Registeel is so tanky. Focus Blast because it's just going to get quicker. Take it out. See, there's such a difference between just like watching like a legend versus the previous battle I did, which will go up Thursday afternoon. What day is it? What day is it? Today is Thursday. Oh, today's Thursday, so I don't even know when this is going to go up. I don't know when this can go up. We'll figure that out next. Great lead with Cress. They are staying in and throwing resistant moves. There is your answer to your fighting, right? And again, it's fine. I assume most aren't running Ice Punch, but as a safe swap, it may be, but yeah, most are not running Ice Punch. Most are running Night Slash, but you just burned a shield. That's okay. Now you know that you don't need to burn that shield. Maybe I'll move my, I'll move some videos around. Okay. I'm gonna commit to this double. Yeah, they shield once, so I might as well just try and keep switch if you can. Out comes in a zoom roll, which is fine. Bubbles resisted. Just try and sky tech this to put it within Zap Cannon range, and then you just have alignment. I already forget what was on the lead. Cresselia. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I actually like this. I like this switch better because you have basically 2 answers to Cress anyways, so it's not like no real point of just letting the Altaria go down. Yeah, sorry, I'll because I have a video of Altaria, but I can just move that, my own Altaria, but I can move that till the next time it comes up and just do the double viewer submitted battles Friday morning and afternoon. It's already the 6th. It's been a busy work week. It's been a busy work week, so I already lost track of days. Focus Blasting, yeah, because Focus Blast is just so much damage, and it's already in the red, so this will take out. And then just going, got the double drill runs here. So, not quite the double drill runs. Hydro Pump, but that's fine. Reggie can now just come back in and just get to the Zap Cannon. All right. So far, so good. 2 really good leads, though, right? So I think I got some of the mixed losses coming in here now. Nidoqueen, another good lead. So they'll probably get out. Umbreon. Umbreon's, again, I don't like this. I don't like this because then you just leave yourself vulnerable. Words are hard. Vulnerable in the back to fighting fire and ground and everything, right? So, and this isn't even like an amazing matchup, especially ahead on energy. Like these foul plays are going to chunk and having, oh yeah, you have the Moonblast, right? But does the Moonblast even take out from this range, honestly? And Moonblast is a community day move for this Pokemon. I forgot to label that. So we get another foul play, but like damage is done, right? So Nidoqueen will probably come back in and farm. That's fine. Sandslash, get back on it because you can't have your Registeel on it. And hello, Fighter. And you're going to lose this matchup because you don't have an answer for it because you just wasted your answer. Right? So you need to go Registeel lead. Two things, again, just two things immediately. A couple battles in here. You need to go Registeel lead instead of Sandslash, because eventually you will lose a lead and it's going to be tough on Sandslash. And the second thing is, you can't waste your Altaria on non-fighters. You need to keep it alive, because if not, you get in this situation where you're just going to lose and there's nothing you can do about it because your B is gone. And so they just shield and just dominate with this thing. Don't even need to shield, just putting the disrespect on you. So good lead here. So you've had a lot of good leads already. Ludicolo. Okay, so like what we're gonna do in the future is, one, use Registeel, but two, you're in some scenarios where, like, I guess it is a bubble, but like the Sandslash with Powder Snows are doing neutral, and you can do neutral with Ice Punch. You may just want to like stay in some of these and then try and align, get the Registeel on the Abomasnow, and then have this Altaria for whatever's in the back here. Again, potential fighter in the back. So now you're shielding because you want to get one a move off, and two, you're probably just going to get out into Registeel and reset the clock here. And right? So this is, you're already subconsciously doing it. You already subconsciously know to keep Altaria alive, and the way you keep Altaria alive is going into Registeel. So you just need to like change your mindset about like the team order and about how you use these Pokemon, and you should be fine. Those are my two biggest takeaways from these battles here. Hydro, non-Shadow, but still probably, yeah, I was about to say non-Shadow will not take out. Shadow would have taken out from there, but non-Shadow, not so much. Get the attack lowered again. Ice Beam does one shot. You're even pretty low that a Hydro makes one shot. Nice catch. Yeah, I was about to say, one play is to just sacrifice Altaria through a catch. So that was a good catch. They undercharge because they're now just going to try and claw down. Kept that alive. That's fine. Abomasnow's not going to hurt you. So you just let it go. Come out with a drill run. Take the match. Icy Wind lowers your attack. That's fine. You'll get to, I think one should probably, non-Shadow, lowered attack. Maybe it lives. Yeah, but you'll still get to another one. Ice Punch is all you need. Shield and Ice Punch. So otherwise, your like in-game battles are quite good. So it's funny because the one this morning, we're going to have one, I'm going to switch some videos around. So the one this morning is going to be just absolutely brutal, not knowing what they're doing. And then you clearly know what you're doing. And here you go, right? So one, if they have Ice Punch, they're going to do it, but they should be getting out of here. Like, if you are having a fighter on the lead and you do not have an answer to a flyer in the back, like, you're an idiot, quite honestly. Even Lickitung's fine. Like, there's no reason to stay in and take all that damage. But again, here you go. They did grab a shield from you. You did chip it enough, so you may be able to just, like, combo it here. But now they still have the Pokemon alive for you. I'm going for the Moonblast, hoping this takes out. Not quite. Let it go and then come and lock on, I guess, for what the Annihilate to just come in and just run the rest of this team probably. So lock on here. Gligar, that's even worse, because now you got a Gligar on this and then the Annihilate is just, so they'll just let everything go and then just run with Annihilate in the ending here. So yeah, so this game's over. They got 2 shields plus just hard countered here. So again, it comes down to, yeah, the things I already mentioned. I'll just watch the battles, and if there's anything else that pops up, I'll mention it. But I think for the most part, we know what we need to work on. And here comes a 2 shield Annihilate, and they just may 2 shield flex on you. No. Yeah, Shadow Ball would take you out here. Yeah, 2 shield flex. Because you can't outmaneuver it. So great lead. Powder Snows help a lot too. A little bit of game lag there. That's okay. So get the drill run off. They are going to... Everything's resisted. They're just going to lower your attack. You want to try and... I was about to say, Mantine comes in. Chipping here, your attack is lowered, but that's okay. Maybe Registeel? Yeah, go on Registeel. So okay, so the thing is, if you're going to come Registeel anyways with a double super effective Zap Cannon, I'm assuming double super effective Zap Cannon is going to one-shot anyway. So basically you just wasted an Ice Punch. Just make that switch to Reggie. That'll double super effective Zap Cannon nuke anyways. So you don't waste your energy on Sand Slash. So just hold that Sand Slash energy. There's no point of dumping it. And there is your fire. So you'll get to a Zap Cannon, which is nice. Good timing. Your fast move time is really good. So those just farm you down, and then you got to eat on Altaria, but you're going to eat a Disarming Voice. So you'll live 1 for sure. But yeah, you might want to start shielding anyways, knowing that this is your win condition here. I expect the Wiggly to come in, basically try and snipe you. So just be aware of that. Or they're going to try and catch here. CMP, dangerous. Because if they catch that, then they're going to have like multiple... Really? Now you just go Shadow Ball instead of Disarming Voice? Like 2 Disarming Voices try to take it out. I don't know why they just didn't do that. Super effective. Now you just commit to the farm down and come out with the drill run. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't go Disarming Voice. They baited you twice and then threw a non-super effective move. Okay. Whiscash, again, you kind of have to stay. You're just going to get outpaced too, which is not helpful in this scenario. So shielding a Mud Bomb. Going to catch on Altaria. Okay, that's a decent catch. But again, you just leave yourself vulnerable. I'm assuming they're going to farm up and then come and punish you. And now you're punished, and now you got shields down, a loaded Whiscash against 2 things that are weak to ground. Good counting on your opponent's end too. Holy smokes, I would not be able to do anywhere near that close. So now they have some energy. You have to drill run. I don't think a drill run takes... Sorry. I was looking at your health, but yes, a drill run would definitely take it out. But now they probably get to an Earthquake. So you have to shield an Earthquake. But now you have 0 shields against a 2-shielded Mud Boy. Right? You can't leave that... You have to just lose that lead. And that's why you lead Registeel. Because the Registeel will live in Mud Bomb, get to a Focus Blast, not take it out, but either grab a shield or chip, and then you can eventually get into Altaria. Like, you can't do this. So yes, now you're going to try and just combo the crap out of this. You grab 1 shield. This will not take it out. And there's a Skarmory in the back, so these Steel Wings will add up pretty quick on you. And it'll take you low enough that they can just... But if they're smart, they just let everything go. And just go Whiscash for the win. Yeah. So this is why ABA lines are dangerous. And again, I've mentioned this a couple times before. If you're running an ABA line, you need to have your stronger A with coverage on the lead. The common example I've always given was Azumarill, Skarmory, Swampert, or any other Mud Boy in the back. But basically Azumarill, because you're water, so if you see a grass, maybe not Azumarill Skarmory with all the, that's a bad example because of all the electric. Some of their flyer not weak to electric. Gligar, fine, Gligar. Basically, you need the Azumarill on the lead to be able just to throw the ice beams at the grass so you don't have to leave. And that's the same scenario here. You need the Registeel on the lead to Focus Blast and Zap Cannon stuff before you eventually lose that lead and then go into Altaria. Again, you got kind of lucky on some of these that you're drawing out the fighters. You were winning lead and they're getting into their fighters. Yeah. Unless you're reading ABB, yeah, I was about to say, you would have lived anyways. I feel like you're reading an ABB line, like a double fighter in the back, which is why you're potentially trying to save this. Because otherwise there's no other reason to do this. And there's a Swampert. Yeah, so you're reading something. It's not a bad, it's a decent read actually. I mean, they did lose the lead, so it's kind of tough to find that to be right on that, because yes, they safe swapped Annihilate, but Annihilate is a pretty good safe swap, and Mantine just gets killed by Sandslash, so you probably leave that matchup anyways. So you did read correctly that Altaria will have play against their other Pokemon. However, it was just kind of a, I don't know if it was luck or just worked out, or just kind of worked out. And yeah, now they have no answer for Double Steel. Okay, so I got 4 more minutes of battles here. Sandslash into Medi. What do? Call Altaria, and then you either, 1, you're probably going to take an Ice Punch first, and then 2, they'll probably get into something that beats you. And it's over. And now they have a loaded Medi, and what's going to have 2 shields left against you. Ice Beam. If they have Ice Beam, it's going to one-shot you. Or a couple bubbles now. Yeah, this game's over. There's no shot. There's absolutely no shot. And that's why you stay in with the Registeel. Registeel lead. You stay in with Reggie. You Zap Cannon it. You chip it a bunch. And then you get your Altaria on it after your Reggie goes down. And you're okay. But now you're not okay. So I'm going to call this right team, wrong order, because that is essentially what this is. You got all the basics down. You got a team that could work. Your fast move timing is good. You generally know the ins and outs of a matchup. Like, you know which Pokemon to go to and when. I mean, no, you don't know. You don't know. You know which Pokemon beats the other Pokemon. Which, again, if you saw the video this morning, far cry from this morning's trainer. Which, again, I have people who watch this from all skill levels, some way better than me, to those who are just like starting. So, and now Medi with shields up, this game's over. Dynamic Punch, if they have it, even if they have a Psychic or whatever, they'll just chip you enough to counter you down. You'll chip it here, but I don't even think a Jar Run takes out from this range, but they have a shield too. And they just counter down. And then the last one, I think. So good lead. Weather Balls will still add up. You're both just seeing if the other one's going to catch or just playing a game. I don't know what's going on here. Both way over farm. Again, don't give up this switch. So yes, you caught a Weather Ball, and Lantern's not a great answer. But again, if they have a fighter, I'm guessing they won't because this was labeled as a win. But if they had a fighter, or a fighter in the back, fighter, fire, even a Mud Boy, like, you're pretty much going to lose. So I don't like that. There's no reason to catch that, honestly. You just stay in there with Sandslash. So are you going to come in and lock on down? Yeah. Pretty, pretty consistent with how you play anyway, so that's a good thing. At least now, unfortunate to see Poliwrath, but up 2 shields, you're okay. Still just Zap Cannon this. Won't take it out because they lowered your attack, but I would probably just, do you have a move? Or close to it? Nice catch. But yeah, just chip this as much as you can. Farm down. Shield the Weather Ball. Hurricane? Okay. I didn't get to the move and just throw the move and win. So yeah. Thanks for this battles again. I don't need to repeat the points. I repeated them multiple times already. But yeah, lots of good in here, just with like the couple things that I mentioned that you need to figure out if you're gonna run a team like this. Anyways, so that is it. Yeah, we'll do double submissions today, and then I forgot it's Friday, and then league turnover is Saturday already. June 7th. June 7th. Oh, league turnovers today? Holy crap. What are they doing? And then the last week, they're turning it over on a Friday every week, every day. Oh, I did not look at the schedule here. And then they're just extending it to September 3rd, which is a Tuesday. Oh my God. League tournament was Friday. Oh, crap. Okay. Anyways, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my schedule now. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.